everyone. Welcome to our final meeting. Ashley couldn't be here today. She's sick, but we'd like to welcome Raven back this week. First off, is there any unfinished business that we'd like to discuss in the group?
Well, I have something that I have been holding back. And the last session, it came up again where new feelings came up towards Sarah because she was reluctant to give me the paper, and I was the last one chosen, so I guess my feelings were hurt again, and I guess not just by Sarah, but by everybody, but mainly Sarah, and we never really completely worked out, I guess, our feelings towards each other.
Sarah, how do you feel about that?
I really didn't mean to seem reluctant or anything. My mind was just blank at the moment, but I really didn't mean to be reluctant anyway. And I have no hard feelings towards you anymore, and I don't feel judged by you. And I would really like you to, accept me and trust me again. And I'm sorry if I ever caused anything like that to hurt you.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Do you feel better about the situation now?
I do feel like we're okay, and it's good to know that you accept me too.
Is there any other business we'd like to take care of? Anything we'd like to say about last meeting or anything? Okay. What would you like to take out of this group and use in your lives?
Karen?
I was going to say just the confidence, and not just being confident with some stuff you do, be confident with everything you do. And do it like nobody's watching you do it, nobody's going to judge you or anything. So just being confident with everything you do. And if you do some homework, oh yeah, I'm going to do good on this. And put everything into it. That's what I would say.
Veronica?
I have to say, kind of like what we talked about last week with telling ourselves, our main goal is to, when we wake up or whatever, to tell ourselves what we know that we struggle with, that we need to hear. So for me, I've been trying more, which I think has been helping, to be you are not defined by what other people think about you, and I have to tell myself that, or maybe not think about me, but just by other people in general.
Karen?
I think for me it's not having as much doubt about myself as what I did before. Being more sure of myself and who I am.
Trish?
I really liked the exercise we done last week with the paper and stuff, and I did take everyone's advice and put that up on my mirror in the morning. That's the first thing I see when I go to the bathroom. And it's really helped me build my confidence back up, and because I didn't realize it, but I am a strong person for what all I've been through in my life, and I've overcome all of it. And so I didn't really realize that I was strong until I came to this group, so that helps.
Yeah, kind of going off of hers and Brian's both, just putting that into practice and looking at why I am smart, and just reminding me that I do have intellectual abilities, and I'm not stupid or anything. And then with Veronica is not worrying so much about what others see in me, but just telling myself, what I really am, not worrying so much about how other people, what they say or how they define me or anything like that.
I see a common theme between all of you, that you all feel more confident in yourselves, and you're not worried about the judgment of other people as much. what were some turning points for all of you in the group? Who may like to share?
I think with me, it was where, me and Karen done some role play a couple of weeks ago. We had a whole lot of things in common, and that we didn't realize until that day. And I think that helped me build my self-esteem and stuff back up.
Yeah, I agree. I think realizing that I'm not alone in the way that I feel, you know, because I think a lot of times I feel like everybody else seems to, you know, have their stuff together and they seem to be okay, and I think realizing that, you know, everybody has some kind of problems made me feel better.
Sarah?
I think the turning point for me was when we last week did the wrote on the paper, I am, and that really, really encouraged me a lot and boosted my confidence actually throughout the whole week, because I was reminded of it every day when I went to the bathroom and saw in the mirror, and I think that really helped me in my confidence. Was a turning point.
Veronica?
I would probably have to say resolving conflict, because I've always been afraid of conflict, and I think maybe the main thing that I haven't been able to do is to put my finger on why I always can't say no and stuff like that, but I think it's because I'm afraid people will not only not accept me, but be mad at me or frustrated with me, and I don't want that to happen because it'll create conflict, because I don't want to deal with conflict. But I learned that I can get through conflict, and it doesn't have to be bad, and it doesn't have to be a broken friendship. It can be restored, so I think that was a turning point for me.
Raven, would you like to share?
I would just say sharing my story, because I can't go out in public every day and just share my story with people. Like when you share your story, it's like a burden lifted off your chest. And I feel now that nobody's here to judge me, and we're all here to grow, not as individuals and as together, as a group. So that was really a turning point for me, because after that I felt like I could talk more and not judge people more either. Because I always judge other people because of my story. To cover up my story, I would look at other people differently. So that really changed how I look at people.
I like to say I'm very proud of all of y'all for opening up and sharing your stories. That really is a big turning point. It takes a lot of confidence to do that, and see that you all have gained confidence. On a scale of 1 to 10, how has your self-esteem improved since the first meeting? Would anybody like to share that?
I think compared to the first meeting, it's probably improved by 10 anyway, for me. I think.
I have to say an 8.
I would probably say an 8 or a 9 as well, because I feel that you can always be more confident in yourself than what you was yesterday or a week ago.
Yeah, I would say an 8 too. I'm still working on it. I think it's a continual thing for me.
I think my confidence level has went to at least a 9 or 10. Self-esteem is probably around 8 or 9. I still want to work on that later. But I don't know. I feel like it's come up a whole lot.
It's very good. I see that we are on a scale of 8 to 10. We've all gained a lot of confidence and self-esteem. We seem to have accomplished our goals in the group. How do you feel about terminating this group?
I'm gonna feel a little sad because we all became a family here. We all lift people up in different ways. Hearing other people's stories, like, make me feel I can go on a little longer, you know? Because we're all in this together. We grew together from the first meeting to the final one. Like I said, I'm sad, but I feel accomplished.
I agree with Raven. I'm sad to not be able to see everybody every week, but I do feel like the group has really helped me grow with myself and get my self-esteem and some confidence back up, and I believe that I can keep using these goals and stuff I've learned here in my life, and I think that I will be okay.
Yeah, I agree with both of them. Like, it's a little sad that, like, you know, we won't be meeting every week like we have been. But I think, you know, maybe later on we can have a follow-up meeting or something. I don't know, just to get back together. You guys have really encouraged me and learned a lot from all of you. It's really helped me just on the road to having better confidence and self-esteem.
Erin, would you like to share?
I agree with him too. I do. I really like that idea of having a follow-up. We're working on it together.
Okay, so we all feel kind of sad about the group ending, but we're happy that we accomplished our goals, and I will plan on having a follow-up meeting for us. The last thing I wanted to discuss, do we feel like we accomplished our group goal?
Yes, I feel like we did. I really do, because we're all more trusting of each other and accepting of each other now, and all the conflict in the group was resolved pretty peacefully and quickly, and I think that says that we did accomplish our group goals.
I agree with that.
Yeah, me too.
So we feel like we accomplished our group goal. We've all gained self-esteem and confidence, and we don't feel like we need to be judged by others. I will leave you all with that. I just hope that you all will continue to improve on your self-esteem and confidence after this group is finished, and I will be in contact with each of you regarding a follow-up meeting.
Sounds good.
Sounds like it.